Welcome to Jackson High School in Mill Creek, Washington for a doozy doubleheader on STSPN. Starting off, it's the girls. Wesco Kingco, West King 4A semifinals. The Inglemoor Vikings in the black visiting jerseys against Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, Ron Henthorn. And Tim Boyle, real quick, this should be a heck of a ball game. It's like putting a mirror up these two teams.
Oh, it's going to be, well, and it seems like every game we've done the last couple of years has been as tight as possible. So I expect it tonight for sure. On paper, these teams look almost identical. You know, I know, you know, Inglemoor's lost more games, but 3 of those have been to Woodinville, you know, the #1 team in the state. So, and then one of them was to a Las Vegas team. So, I don't know. These teams seem to be pretty evenly matched to me.
We'll get Ronnie's crack analysis after the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll be right back after this with the tip.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here at Jackson High School, Ron the Wedge Henthorn. Glacier Peak, like Tim was saying, 19-2, 14-0 conference. Their RPI is number 5. They're the #1 seed. Inglemoor, RPI number 7. Second in the crown, Kingco to only Woodinville. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, we got a great matchup there with both of those teams coming in with a high RPI like that, and I think it's going to go down to the wire. Probably going to depend a little bit, as Tim said before, on that 3 ball. So who's going to get hot there tonight?
Both teams coming off unbelievable Glacier Peak on Saturday beating Issaquah 53-51. You saw that. One. Yes, they were up by 10 at halftime.
And on that note, Scott, Inglemoor's beat Issaquah twice, I believe, this year. So, and whatever that means.
Inglemoor coming off the win over Newport 59-50 on Saturday. We're underway at Leah Collins, Glacier Peak in the white. Home unis. Malia Smith, Maya Erling, backdoor to Collins. Can't get the gimme. And rebound goes to the Vikings. And we'll talk about these Vikings here as we get going. They got some phenom players as well. Lacanol, number 10 with it right here. On to Young, and we'll talk about Lucy Young, D1 player, University of California, San Diego.
Yeah, just by looking at the two teams, they look very similar too. Oh, nice offensive rebound.
Zorich, yes.
And draws a foul.
Might be a foul on Rubino to start with.
That's 32. Colby Zorich, she's just a sophomore. Last 4 games, she had double digits in scoring and rebounds. As Zorich right there, and she hits it. Is that, I apologize, that is Howler, number 30. All the Vikings fans already going, come on, man, you're already screwing this up.
Well, we're a little rusty. Oh, good rebound by Aaliyah Collins.
1 point so far, and Abby Howler gets it. Here's Glacier Peak. Shea Sandy 5, unsung hero on their win Saturday. Smith with a 3, that's her specialty.
Gets it.
She had a controversial one that was not called. I went back on the big screen, watched it, and actually it was a good call. As on the other end, number 15, Isabella Reed.
Yeah, that started off a whole string of events, too.
Little press here. Here comes Erling, and she gets her pocket picked by Reed. Young for 3.
Oh, and
boom.
That was pure. You could tell that was good right when it left her hand.
She had 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals versus Newport on Saturday, did Young. Erling spins, what a move. Our player of the game on Saturday, my Erling. And there's a long bomb again by Young.
She was 3 feet behind the line there, gentlemen.
Who was that?
That was Young, Lucy Young.
For another one.
Another 3 for Sandy.
Oh, and
bounces out, rebound Rubino. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Who are they calling that on?
Black 3.
And that's going to go on Young, her first, the senior. And Rubino, Ron, another unsung hero. The rebound she had in that win over Issaquah, she misses the first one. She had some huge rebounds on both sides.
No question about it. She's big force underneath the basket there for sure.
Kind of looks like she grew a couple inches from last year.
11 points in that win. Madison Rubino, her younger sister, playing. She hits 1. 9-6. Inglemoor. And Tim, you were talking how this is really a kind of a home game for Glacier Peak.
It really is.
Lucy for another 3 attempt didn't go.
Oh. See who that's going to go against.
That's going to go, and that's Isabella Reed, her first. Team second for the Vikings.
Yeah, this whole tournament for GP is really like a home tournament, just right down the street here.
Leah Collins driving hard to stop, not rewarded, and a big rebound there. That's Zorich, 32, and it'll be Vikings ball. Got to talk to head coach Christina Schumacher in her 5th year. And she said, we're all about defense. And I said, you're the leading scorer at Everett Community College. What are you talking about defense?
A Lake Stevens grad herself.
Yes. Her sister played there as well. Reed.
They're firing those 3 balls off early.
The 3s are flying. I like it.
Collins, she's driven a couple times. Not
Speaking of which,
Smith.
Oh!
And Malia Smith, she only had 6 points, 2 threes in the big win, but they were pivotal times. Here's Sandy.
Oh.
Too hot to handle, and it goes out of bounds as she smiles.
Hot potato. Yeah, and Smith with 2 3 balls already. And Young has 2 threes for Inglemoor.
It's all about the 3 ball so far and the free throw line. 4:24 left to go in this first quarter. Semifinals. Who's going to go Friday night? Young again, a step
and she
back.
was way outside.
Lucy likes to shoot them.
That was 4 or 5 feet outside the 3-point line.
Collins spins, dishes. Sandy.
Nice pass.
Rubino right there, and she's going to
jump ball.
like tug of war there with Lucy Young.
Jump ball possession, Vikings.
Boy, Young likes to take those. She's not shy.
And that was like a little mini step back 3.
You know when she's open?
When she woke up this morning?
When she got off the bus.
Tough pass. It's taken there by Glacier Peak. Inglemoor only averaging about 14 turnovers a game, just depending. Erling gets inside.
Tough shot.
And just not dropping there for Maya Erling. Comes Isabella Reed. Reed working, pulls back. Rebound by Lucy!
Man!
And Young filling it up from inside.
Just spinning it off the backboard there.
11-9.
Both these teams coming to play tonight, they're sure.
Smith, her third three.
Oh, and that was just in and out.
That was halfway down.
Young gets it off to Reed. Reed looks, driving now has Engelbrecht. And Engelbrecht with a nice drive and feed.
Uh-oh.
Collins can't get there fast enough, and Zorich.
That's going to be a foul against Leah, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Number one, Leah Collins, the
Riaz
5'6".
Kanji racked her up over there right in front of him.
5'6" junior. Now Collins, she had 7 points in the win on Issaquah, but she had all 7 in the first half, where she was held scoreless in the second.
Yep.
That's rare.
She's already had about 3 or 4 attempts trying to get a bucket early here. Some substitutions here. Inside, Zorich. Big rebound by Erling. Tough under the boards today. Erling pulls up.
Got that one. Missed the last one, but she was not going to be denied on that one.
That's my favorite shot, that little pull-up jumper. You make them 9 out of 10 times.
2-point lead now for the Vikings. Engelbrecht can't find somebody. Now she gets it tipped off. Here's Collins. 1v1, she makes it.
Collins has got some speed to her.
She got fouled too, and they let her play. Let them play on.
Blackenold 10 in there. Gets it now to 0. Solomon goes right to the rim, and she'll go to the line.
I counted.
Yeah, she got bumped on the way in.
A freshman, gentlemen, 5'5" Dulcie Solomon, a freshman, and she has played in almost every single game.
Caitlin Allison picks up her first.
Solomon 65% through the season from the free throw line. She misses that. Now scraps for the rebound and goes out of bounds. It'll be GP ball.
Vikings almost stole that little play right there.
They sure did.
1:46 in the first. It's already tight 2-point ball game. We started out, it's a sunny day in Seattle, but it was raining threes early here. Double screen. Allison in the game, 22.
By going one-on-one, didn't make it go.
Erling working it. Shot clock now at 7. Taking Lacken. Oh, not there. They want to travel.
They were looking for a travel.
Young pushes to Solomon. Solomon
That's
for 2.
Oh.
That should be.
No, they
could have been a foul on
got
number
her
3.
for a foul, but they decided to give them possession instead.
They are letting these girls play. I can tell you that right now.
Playoff basketball.
That used to be a norm back in the day where, you know, instead of calling the foul, they'd give you possession if it was close. And they don't do that as much anymore.
Rubino gives Erling a breather for Glacier Peak.
Minute 12 left to go in this first period.
Collins gets it over to Allison. Allison, Rubino for 2 on the line. A deuce, not enough sauce. And she smiles, heading back the other way.
A little bit out of her range, but she can hit him from there.
They'd lost the juice on the way in.
Inglemoor, we talked about, they get to play Woodinville many times, 3 times. In fact, the number 1 team in the state, undefeated as well.
That's why I'm saying their record isn't, they're better than what their record says. 3 losses to Woodinville. One of them in overtime, and they had it.
Howler. Not enough there.
Nice
Here
outlet
comes
by Rubino.
Yes, Collins deciding to go. And
too much juice.
Solomon with the rebound.
They call a jump. Glacier Peak should have possession on this one.
Wow, heady play there.
That was the right call, I think.
Grace Godine's in number 20 for Glacier Peak as Lacanol takes a seat and Isabella Reed comes back in for the Vikings. Is that a 2?
Oh,
yes, it is.
It was a 2. Yeah, just had a foot on the line.
And Waldall, Elise Waldall.
She was about an inch away from being a 3 there.
Nice.
Reed, good back cut to Solomon. Travel
got her for
call.
the travel.
That was a lucky break for GP there. She was so open she had to run without dribbling.
Talking to head coach Schumacher for Vikings. She likes to keep it in the 40s. Here's a 3-ball from Allison, and it goes down.
Wow.
And GP with a 3-point lead, and there's a timeout. In fact, there's an end of a quarter.
That was the end of the quarter, yeah.
Right at the buzzer. Nice job, Allison. We'll come back with the second right after this.
Job.
You're watching playoff basketball on STSPN.
Hey, Todd.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Lip reading
All
the
right.
first quarter.
Back here live at Jackson High School, Inglemoor Vikings in the visiting black jerseys. Lucy Young, she gets up in the air, this time not there.
Back and forth game. Glacier Peak got it up by 3 with that kind of buzzer beater by Allison.
I think a 3-point lead is about as big as you're going to see here tonight.
Rubino turns, but she took some steps. Nice move.
Nice move had it counted.
Had it counted, but
It still looked nice.
it did. It looked pretty.
She thought it was the NBA and they'd give her a couple extra steps.
Solomon takes a breather. Lacanol comes back in. The senior comes in for the freshman. Here's Young. Everything goes through Lucy Young. They go inside. Howler. Too much off the backboard. Collins tries to get it up to Sandy.
Got it. Nice pass by Collins.
Didn't have much smoke on that pass, but it was enough to get it there.
Got there in time.
There's Lucy going hard. Oh.
That's Lacanol. Number 10, Caitlin. There's Lucy Young, 3 with it. Tries to get it in. She does to Zorich. Now back out. There's a
Let it go. Oh.
air ball, and it just
She was on the line when that was actually a good heads-up play by number 32 there.
Yeah, Zorich was just about got her in time.
She needed to be in the air.
Brian Hill in your screen got teed up in the win over Issaquah. Had a great interview. If you haven't looked at it, Steve Willett's podcast is a really great interview, and Brian talks all about it and apologizes. As a nice interior pass to Rubino.
Glacier Peak's now taking a 7-point lead.
That's what you call a called play that worked.
Ref's letting them play here a little bit, I think. There's been a little bumping and shoving and,
Tried to go inside. It's broken up by Sandy. Off to Collins, looks, then gets it to Erling. She can't deliver, and a rebound for Howler.
Oh, and they call a jump ball.
Oh,
that
my.
Should be possession Inglemoor, yes.
We got Frank Stevens out there in one of the striped shirts there calling that play. Riaz Kanji out there on the far side.
We're on first name basis with all the refs.
Of course.
That's Frank making that win. Jeremy Spaginski's down there, the other ref. So Jeremy's about to hand the ball off to Inglemoor here. Got Lucy Young back in the game for the Vikings after a very short set down.
Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player, spinning the dials. He chimes in. He believes that was a foul. They are giving leniency to that possession, and there's a turnover. Smith, and it's turned right back to Young. Lucy Too much!
Just a little too much juice. Man, and the refs are kind of letting them play, and I like it.
7-point lead for Glacier Peak. Second quarter, Collins finds a lane.
Oh,
Teardrop.
Left-hander off the glass.
4 for Collins, the junior. Now it's 9. Here's Lucy Young. 3 step back off the back rim.
Oh, nobody boxed out on that one.
Tipped out by
They were
Engelbrecht.
kind of watching. Inglemoor should have got an offensive rebound on that one.
We got a timeout here.
And I think head coach, yes. Christina Schumacher, the Vikings have a timeout. We'll take one, too. 5:21, 24-15 GP.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Back here, Jackson High School, Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, Ron the Wedge Henthorn, Aaliyah Collins.
Vikings yet to score in this second period here, guys.
I think Inglemoor will go on a run.
Smith.
Oh, and she was deep on that one.
Inglemoor trying a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, it's a 9-point game here, but again, I would think this is going to go back and forth a little bit.
Inglemoor hit those threes up the start of the period here, and they missed the last 2 or 3 they've shot. So, and a turnover there is going.
Oh, another
nice
turnover.
Move.
Collins, Reed on the chase, and Aaliyah Collins.
Madison Rubino had a great pass while she was down on the floor, kind of a no-look Patrick Mahomes-ish.
Clearly
pass.
a no-look pass.
Yeah.
Ron, what's Inglemoor's turnovers? It seems like that's been a big difference.
I've got them up to 5 right now.
They're going to go.
Isabella Reed drives in.
Brian Hill was looking for the charge there.
They're going to call it on Shea Sandy.
That's her first. Yeah, Hill was petitioning for the charge.
And she got 2 big ones on Saturday.
Yeah.
Looking for number.
The charge specialist, and there's an offensive foul. And that's going to go on Howler. Her first. 3rd team foul. Glacier Peak, 5 team fouls. Let's see if Glacier Peak can push this lead here as 4:17 left in the second quarter.
Oh, Maya.
Yeah, she should have
Double
dished
dribble.
it out. She had 2 people on the perimeter there. She could have dished that too. But
In the backyard, it was perfect.
There's a nice couple of dribbles.
in the backyard, you question the backyard. No, I wasn't traveling.
She's used to playing her older brother who's playing football Wazoo. She has to double dribble to get around him. You know what I mean?
Go Cougs.
Reed, nice pass and great cut by Young.
Back door left open.
10 now.
Well, Inglewood's got their first points of the
Security
quarter
check.
here.
10 points for Lucy Young, and that gives them something. 26-17 GP. Smith again.
Little much.
Too
on
much.
That one.
Got to grab that
Had
ball.
the offensive board. Gave it up.
Lacanol gets it back to Lucy. Lucy back to Lacanol. Now they find Engelbrecht inside, doubled. Lucy for 3. Front rim.
Long rebound.
Howler
Gets
the bounce.
About 6 bounces there.
3 points for Howler. And it's a 7-point Glacier Peak lead. Now they're switching up the defenses is the Vikings. Collins, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Now Sandy. 4 seconds. Goes up. It's a travel.
Traveling.
Oh,
No basket.
That hurt.
I'm not sure about that one, Riaz.
I didn't see the travel, but boy, there's been a lot of travel calls, hasn't there?
There has been a
I said
lot
they're
of travel.
They're letting them play, but not on the travels.
No.
They're going to get you.
She didn't even have a ticket on that travel.
Apparently not.
No camera or nothing. Lucy Young saw hands on her knees. The adrenaline here as Howler makes a move and puts it up and in.
Inglemoor chipping away at that lead. Down to 5 now.
The Tim Boyle prediction is working.
It is. Howler averages a little over 8 a game. They go inside, doubled, broke it up, and it's going to stay GP ball.
GP got away with one there.
15 on the shot clock.
Set play, outside.
Waddle takes it in. Now here's Erling. They go back to man. Allison takes it. 6 on the shot clock. Way out. Collins can't handle it. She goes for a deep, deep 3 off the backboard, and that's a shot clock violation. It'll be Inglemoor ball.
I think, and Brian Hill's going to have some things to sort out there.
Yep,
Takes a good timeout.
In his 12th year, trying to get back to the dome.
Got a little personnel change after that timeout as well.
2 minutes to half. We'll be back.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Back here, as you see the student section. Again, for those of you watching from anywhere, Glacier Peak just a few minutes down the road from our Jackson High School here in Mill Creek. It's a road game here for the Inglemoor Vikings. Give, Lucy stops, drops.
Yeah, I'd say half the people are just as close to Jackson as they are Glacier Peak. And
they are. Vikings fans. Here's Collins for 3. Not there. Reed saves it.
Tiptoed on the baseline, luckily.
Lacanol, the senior, gets it into the front court. Here's Reed.
Inglemoor's got some good ball handlers out there.
Now the defense, 14 on the shot clock. Lacanol way out, going the opposite way from the bucket. Lucy tries to give it up to Howler.
Aaliyah all the way.
Collins, the left.
Good lay-in. Leah's got that speed. Track star, sprinter, 100-meter, 200-meter runner.
One of the fastest. She's got
fastest in the whole district.
7-point lead, 8 points for Leah Collins, the junior. Been starting every year since she got here at Glacier Peak. Reed for 3. And all of a sudden, the 3 ball is just not there for both teams. As Godinez.
Should have got rid of that. Should go to Glacier Peak.
Somebody just got teed up.
Uh-oh.
Who? I was looking down.
Somebody
One
got
of the players?
teed up?
I think so. That was definitely a very aggressive, either a timeout or technical, but I'm pretty sure it was a
We're going to find out here in a minute.
46 seconds left.
Technical
foul is assessed against Maya Erling.
And it's against Maya Erling, our PA announcer, Joel Vincent, longtime head coach for football here at Jackson High School.
Didn't see what she did.
She said something, I believe. I want to guess.
I think she
speculate
probably
there.
complained that she was over the back on that.
So that'll send Colby Zorich, their leading scorer, to the free throw line. Zorich 76% from the stripe this year.
Maya Erling got a trip to the bench for that. A couple words from Coach Hill.
As he's talking to the official right there.
Now Glacier Peak had possession, so it's going to be 2 shots, and then GP gets the ball back.
Their leading scorer, Zorich, that's her first points of the ball game.
If I'm right, that's only the second free throw for Inglemoor in this game.
Hits them both.
Hits them both.
Hits them both.
5-point deficit now for the Vikings, and they will get the ball because of the technical.
They lost their own possession too, which that's painful.
That's what happens on the TO.
Lucy Young trying to get it in, and Rubino gets in the middle of it.
Man,
and puts it through. And the turnovers.
Nice heads-up play. That kind of negates the technical there a little bit.
The Glacier,
takes the pain out of it.
Absolutely. The Glacier big defense now. I think one of the big stories this first half, gentlemen, that they're creating unbelievable steals.
A lot of turnovers.
12 on the shot clock, 21 on the board. Great pass. What a cut by Howler.
She got the back door there.
7 now for the junior, Abby Howler. 5-point lead, 7 seconds left in the half. Allison tries it, but it's knocked away by Reed.
She had someone right all over.
Glacier Peak.
4 seconds inbounds play. Should be a good shot off here.
They're very far away. The Sandy and Allison. 4 seconds, you have a lot of time to get it off. 3, and she held the ball.
That hurts. They got 2.6 seconds here.
Well, they're going to have a long shot, if anything.
And she just tries to huck it. No foul. And the buzzer before Howler can get it off.
She's complaining that I think what she was trying to do was get fouled.
She did get fouled, but he didn't call it, bleeding on the hand.
Letting them play a little bit.
25-30.
So that's where we sit, 30-25. Glacier Peak kind of yo-yoed there, ended up at 5. This one, it's got everything you want in district semifinal playoffs. We'll be back.
Just as we anticipated.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, one cup at a time.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Since 2003, Gamut 360 Holdings has been recognized as a premier local builder of new homes and commercial properties in the Puget Sound area. Our 360-degree construction approach matches first-class materials with the highest construction standards to create truly unique and timeless communities for our Northwest neighborhoods. Visit Gamut360.com and discover the home that matters most to you.
Dirt on what? Who are we seeing? Like, I don't know who these people are. Oh, that's Judkins.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just talking here. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle.
Oh, we're back on?
We're just chit-chatting about who that's. Judkins, the AD for Glacier Peak. We're just roaming around here live from Jackson High School. Halftime, 30-25 Glacier Peak. As you see head coach Schumacher come across with her staff from Inglemoor.
And she's kind of a tiny little one,
Hey,
too.
there's the original Mike Pereira of STSPN. Jeff Matson over there.
We saw him earlier.
Yeah.
5-point game, but this is anybody's ball game.
Oh, gosh,
right
yeah.
now.
It started just raining threes when we began. It was like, oh, my God, who's going to hit the most?
Yeah, and Lucy Young had a couple from like 4 feet behind the line. And then GP and Inglemoor have missed a couple that were like inside the rim and came back out.
Well, Lucy Young for the Vikings, I have her leading all of the Vikings scorings with 10.
That's her season average.
Yeah, Howler with 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 Vikings with 2, and Solomon, the freshman, Zorich, and Reed and Engelbrecht. And for Glacier Peak, I have Aaliyah Collins leading all scorers with 8. Malia Smith with 2 big threes off the bat with 6. Rubino, who's played excellent in rebounding, and also 5. Then Maya Erling with 4, Allison with 3, and Waddle with 2.
No one really in foul trouble for either team, too, so worthy of note. You know, nobody's got more than 1 foul, right? At least according to my notes.
I agree with you. Nobody's calling any fouls out there.
That's a great point. Although there was a technical, Ron. What do you got for us on that technical?
Well, the technical was a disagreement with the referee.
As it usually is.
And Coach Hill said, you don't argue with the ref.
And he should know.
And he knows better.
And he knows better. And for your other question, the Rubino girls are triplets, but one of them's a boy.
Oh,
there you
no
go.
Kidding. Okay.
All of the answers to our questions, which I'm not sure anybody heard, are answered. Thank you, Ron the Wedge and Thorne.
So that's all you need to know about the social life here tonight.
They're triplets, huh?
Yep.
Erling, their leading scorer on the season. She had 13 in the win against Issaquah. Rubino, 11 points, and her rebounding was outstanding, and you can see she's already had some big rebounds already. Glacier Peak going to start off with possession here as Malia Smith 10, and there is Aaliyah Collins going to start it off. Glad you're with us here on STSPN. 1 of 2 right after this as Smith starts it off.
Nice
Erling with a big rebound.
Oh, yeah, she double dribbled again, I think. Got away with that one.
And Smith is not shy on the 3 ball.
She has the green light every day. Smith dribbles out. Now reset the shot clock. This new one at 15. Erling.
Nice little jumper.
Oh,
that's the stop and pop. She loves it.
Nice little assist by Collins, too. Oh,
6
stealing
points
it from the back door is Smith.
Turnover's been huge in the first half for these Vikings.
I got 7 in the first half for them.
And they averaged 14 a year, right on pace.
Oh.
This time, a little of their own medicine.
Turnover for GP.
Actually, 7 for GP as well with that one.
They each got 7?
Yep.
Lucy Young, number 3, their star, second leading scorer. She had 20 points against Lake Stevens, and she had 16 in their win on Saturday against Newport. 4 of 7 from 3-land, and here's Howler.
Oh, offensive rebound, though.
Zorich, not there. Howler tries to pick up, and she does.
No foul called either underneath.
No,
9 for
clearly
Howler.
fouled, too.
Now they double Collins. That is dangerous territory.
Smith.
Got
it.
Wow.
Back down the other way, broken up by Erling. Trying to get to Isabella Reed.
That's Smith's 3rd of the night, right?
It is.
This game is so fast. By the time I wrote down Smith's 3, I looked up and they were down the other end of the court.
Hard to double and pressure Aaliyah Collins as
just
she gets right in the middle of this again. Spins left.
Not quite.
Oh,
Got fouled but didn't
My.
call, so.
Young the other way.
Uh-oh.
Isabella Reed steps up for a three.
That was
Swish!
You could tell that was good right when it left her hand, too. Who got that?
Running
Isabella
Jim.
Reed. Maya Erling in the back the other way and hits it. Don't look down,
Man.
people. 37-30.
I don't even have time to write down a stat. 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. Back and forth game.
You talk about exciting basketball. This is it.
They are going to call a foul here.
10 on 10 there.
That's gonna go on.
Smith will get it on Lacanal. Malia's first.
Still nobody with 2 fouls yet.
Dulcie Solomon, the freshman, coming in, giving Lucy
All right, timeout here.
32nd
breather.
Inglemoor.
32nd. Todd over. We're going to stay here. We are. So turnovers and letting them play, the first half theme.
It is, and yeah, the 3 balls are flying too.
And this start of this second half, gentlemen, what do you see out there? 37-30 GP.
I see Inglemoor coming out very, very aggressive. They're not backing off. They're going fast, and they're firing off quickly. They're not waiting for anything to set up.
Well, I think they're sticking with their game plan, that's for sure. It doesn't seem like they've changed anything up drastically.
Hey, look, Joel Vincent, Coach Vincent, we call him, longtime football coach here at Jackson. Now he did a lot of great analyst work on KRKO for football this year with Tom Lafferty and the gang. But yeah, I don't know if we talked about this Saturday. It's the high risk, high reward. Do you want to really get in a run and gun with Glacier Peak? It's not gone well. Backdoor, great pass.
And they
can't
definitely
finish
gonna
it.
get her on that one.
Zorich just right at the doorstep.
Sandy gets her
Now,
second.
now somebody's got 2 fouls.
Fouls on Glacier Peak's Shaylin
It's going to go on Shea Sandy, her second.
What I do see is Inglemoor's able to find that back door open a lot tonight.
Colby Zorich, 76% from the line, and she hits that. 3 points for her.
That's not like a stat, Scott.
There you go. I want to thank Inglemoor for putting everything on Max Preps for us. That one rolls out. Rebound, Reed. No foul called, and it ends up back in the Vikings. Here's Zorich, and she's stuffed by Ravino.
That's her second block in a row.
Yeah, and another jump held ball. This
Boy, I think they got to box out on those rebounds.
It'll stay Inglemoor basketball.
Rabina's playing like 6'6" down there.
Lacanol taking it out. Having trouble. Now she has to get it way out to Reed. 16, 12 on the shot clock. Lacanol right there, and it gives it up. Another turnover for the Vikings.
I don't know if you could hear that. I could hear that over my headset. Coach Hill called the front on that for Sandy, and she got there.
She sure did.
Now they try and front her, and Engelbrecht gets in the middle of that. And it's a turnover on Glacier Peak.
Brian Hill was very frustrated on that play.
Lacanol takes a seat. Caitlin, here's Lucy Young.
Back in the game. I wouldn't take her out very long. It just needs to breathe.
Trying to get back in this ball game. 6-point lead. They had it at 5. Oh, what a move.
Nice did.
Ankle breaker.
Oh,
Young can't
nice
get a
rebound by Rubino.
Yes, and she's going to take it. Wait, coast 2.
Oh, too much.
Rebound Reed.
Too much on it.
She's not used to doing that, I don't think.
Finds underneath Engelbrecht.
Another good rebound by Rubino.
Run and gun. Don't look down like you said.
God, it's an NBA All-Star game right now.
Seriously, close in range, but not able to deliver. Lead still at 6, 4:10 left in the third quarter. Erling now just in a battle
Oh,
with
and they're
Zorich.
calling a jump on that.
Oh.
Looked like she was kind of reaching around on that, but the theme is where they're letting them play. But
It has been consistent.
Yes. Yeah. I'm surprised that wasn't a foul. That looked a little bit too much.
Set play by GP here. See if they can make it work.
Colby going to take a breather, just a sophomore for Inglemoor. Sandy goes out, Leah Collins. Erling for 3.
Oh,
triple
and
plays.
gets it.
I think that was the called play.
Yes. Erling, tough to take when she hits that. Solomon gets it. Howler with the pick and roll. And an offensive charge.
Wow.
A little smile on Maya's face there as she took that one.
I wonder if they get like a prize or something for that.
A charging prize.
Abby Howler, her second.
Only the third team foul on the Vikings.
I think it looks like the first
of the half.
Of this half.
Third for the whole game.
And Vikings giving up on the press. We saw this Saturday. We've seen it many times. You try and press Aaliyah Collins, and it's most of the time doesn't go well.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to keep up with her.
Lead back up to 9.
Oh, too much on that
one. Ricochets off Erling. Here comes Solomon. Deep corner, Lacanol. And another tie-up.
Yep, should be.
That should go to Inglemoor.
You're right, I think.
Allison and Howler tugging at the ball here. Young will take it out of bounds. Lacanol with it. Inglemoor just trying to get a good look at the basket. They go down.
Oh, they're going to get her.
And they get Godinez.
Good defense, but a little bit too tight.
The seniors first. Third team foul for Glacier Peak. Resets the shot clock at 30. Young trying to find somebody, almost gets called. Inside.
Man, they got those rebounds.
Nope.
Young for 3.
And that's strictly because of offensive rebounds there. There was, I think, 2 or 3 of them on that drive.
2-3 zone. Waddle out there. There's Allison for 3. Off the rim, but a big rebound by Collins. Cutter gets in the way. Good job by Zorich. And here comes Inglemoor. Can't get it. Solomon beside herself.
Run and gun.
Almost cut it to 4.
I think each of these teams have a extra
Brian
player
Hill
on the bench over here helping out because they're calling the defensive setups here.
32nd by Brian Hill of Glacier Peak.
Good timeout there.
We'll take a quick step away. We'll be back. Back here, Scott Oshman, Timothy B. Boyle, and Ron the Wedge Henthorn.
It's exciting to be here, Scott.
It really is. I love basketball anytime, but playoff district basketball. Who's going to the championship? Again, this is a double elimination tournament here. I love that they changed it to Wesco Kinko. We get to see these other teams. Erling fights for it, left hand too much. Rebound goes to Isabella Reed, and they're going to call.
They're going to get Erling.
They finally call a foul on somebody.
They've
been calling that jump ball all game.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much arm on that one.
Third personal for Maya Erling.
Oh, that's her third?
Yes, fourth team foul for Glacier Peak.
I only had her for 2.
I had her for 2 also. Did they say 3?
Yeah,
they did, and it's up on the board and everything.
Oh, look
Must
at that.
be real.
Must be.
They didn't check with us.
Cutting into this 6-point lead, Isabella Reed. Now 10 on the shot clock. There's Young. Looking for a lane, gets it, just throws it up the left-hander.
Don't put the ball down.
Now finally they get the Inglemoor for that too.
Yeah.
Godinez did a nice job there for Glacier Peak. And it's on Howler.
Howler's third foul.
With a 1:38 left in this third quarter.
That's only their second team foul of the night.
Got all the celebrities here, and there's another whistle. And that's going to go against Erling.
That's not good for
That's
Erling.
her fourth. Ouch.
She's going to sit this one down.
I didn't even see what the foul was, but it was an off-ball foul, right?
It was, and Erling has to take a seat with
That could be painful.
time left here.
Not a
A
smart
lot of time
foul.
left.
Not smart when you get called off ball like that.
11 points Erling right now is Inglemoor. The Vikings trying to get back in this game. They're in it, trying to cut into this lead. Lucy, and she's stopped by Collins.
Whoa.
What a defensive play.
8 left
That's
on the
a
shot
great
clock
block
here.
there.
Let's see if they can do something with 8 seconds.
Collins, don't follow me. That's a block right there.
Uh-oh.
And here comes Waddle.
Take it up.
Waddle gives it up. Rubino right through.
I think that was a smart give up.
Going to bring it to an 8-point game.
Rubino good at that mid-range jumper. Lacanol sizes up. Allison, here's a long three, front rim.
Oh, and
Reed.
letting that rebound go. Another offensive rebound, and they get a foul. Man, Glacier Peak's got to be way more aggressive on those rebounds.
That's going against Collins. Yep.
That's her second, team sixth.
2 offensive rebounds on the possession, and they've had a couple of those where they're getting two offensive rebounds.
Engelbrecht at the line. The 5'10 senior bounces off.
Free throws are going to be ever so important down the stretch here. You don't want to get every one of them. Got
She
the
hits
second
the
half.
That's her first point of the night, isn't it?
I have her for 3.
Oh, you do?
She had 2 in the first.
No, I must have missed that one.
Collins. Come on, Ronnie, we're late in the year. Waddle.
Oh, a little floater didn't quite get there.
Should have used the board.
Reed looking down, tries to get Zorich. Lacanol for 3. Waddle, run, gun, Godinez, cross court. And Allison decides to slow it down. Back cut, Allison with a jump stop, Euro style. Rubino with the rebound, and she's gonna go to the line.
Good rebound for Rubino there. See who they get on.
You see that move by Aaliyah?
That was a
control
Euro
move.
step right there.
Yeah, she got called on that the other night for travel, but not tonight.
Engelbrecht's first, only the 3rd team foul on the Inglemoor Vikings. Rubino front rim.
Gonna need all those free throws here tonight, Earls.
7 points for Madison Rubino. The 6-footer.
Got the second one. Back to an 8-point game.
Lucy Young been a little bit quiet.
Uh-oh.
Deep 3.
Oh
My,
and she was
right
about
at the buzzer.
7 feet back from the line.
Oh, she had
man.
to shoot. She had to shoot that one.
Should have given her 4 if she
Hey,
made that.
If she was behind that green line, it's 4.
Who's going to the championship 4A? Come on back, 1 quarter left. As we zoom in on Lance Peters, the vice principal of Glacier Peak High School. Great guy, been there for many years. 4th quarter coming up, 4A Wesco Kinko.
You can almost smell those fresh ground beans. Airfield Espresso at Harvey Field has been serving delicious cups of gourmet happiness for over 25 years. Excellent service and lasting relationships is their top priority. Stop in and experience the kindness and joy that exude from this special place, 1 cup at a time.
No. Back here as a shaky camera is not because it's Todd Elvig, our 5-tool player. Jackson, anytime anybody comes down the stands here, and it is filling up to see the end of this one. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle, Ron the Wedge Henthorn with you here.
Here we go.
on STSPN.
We got 8 minutes to see who's going to take this game to the next level.
8 points in 8 minutes. I was saying it seems like it's a closer game than 8 points to me.
It has. It always felt like it. We had it at 5. We've had it at 6. We've got it at 9.
Oh,
Smith.
Came close to a turnover.
Collins weaving her way.
Oh,
and
and
drops
got it.
it.
Wow.
10 points for the junior, Aaliyah Collins.
Her first points this half. We need more out of her to finish this for GP.
Isabella, and hope everybody's okay.
Oh, and they call it charge. Wow.
Isabella Reed getting called.
They called that on Isabella Reed.
That's her second, 4th team foul on the Vikings as Engelbrecht takes his seat. And Howard checks back in for head coach Christina Schumacher in her 5th year.
And they picked her pocket.
Isabella left side, and it blocked by Collins.
Wow.
No foul.
Looked like she got away with a little bit of a foul there, but letting her play.
Almost all ball.
Almost, yeah.
The first block, that was more of a swat.
That's a carry.
Oh, yeah,
Reed
got away
gets
with a carry.
Looking for Howler, trying to post up Rubino on her.
Oh, another offensive foul.
Wow.
That's going against.
That's going to be on Howler, I think, is her 4th.
Zork?
That's on Zorich.
Oh, it's on okay.
Her first.
That's her first.
7 minutes to go.
I'd say the shirts are tightening up things
Yes,
here a
they
little
are.
bit.
Raj called her on that. Now a little pressure. Waddle in there, and
Oh.
Collins. And Zoric's going to pick
That's
up her second very quickly.
Got 2, had 0. Now she's got 2 in about 10 seconds.
Little smile on.
That's going to
Elias
bring it to
face over
6.
there.
Each team's got 6 fouls now, so bonus coming up for each one of them.
As Zorich, 32 for Inglemoor, been really held, only 3 points. She's our leading scorer. She's had high as 19 versus St. Mary's, 12 in the win against Newport. Not getting in the scoring column too much here tonight as Malia Smith
Looking for
gets
the
it.
inside cutters. They're not shooting that outside ball.
Now that 2-3.
That's
Oh,
right.
you know she's
Smith
taking
for
that
3.
one.
Rubino, another big offensive rebound.
Oh, and she got her pocket picked.
Lackadol right behind her.
Good heads-up play by defender there.
Lacanol.
Lacanol. Zorich tries to set the pick. Now goes,
Oh.
slips under.
Oh,
And she will go to the free throw line. It's going to be Rubino or Sandy. Take your pick.
Or both.
It's going to go to Rubino.
That was a good backdoor move.
They both fouled her.
Now the bonus for Glacier Peak. Second on Rubino, 17 fouls. And Zorich, 76% from the line in this season, and she hits that.
They're going to need them all.
I have her 4 for 5 tonight. Dulcie Solomon checks in and gives Lacanol a breather.
Dulcie's a freshman, guys.
She is, and she plays a ton of minutes.
And got to be pretty good to be in this final shot here.
Misses the second.
Oh, but they
gets
get the rebound. Oh,
Collins!
there goes Collins.
Underneath!
Oh, and a nice left-handed from the other side.
12 for Aaliyah Collins. Biggest lead here as Zorich with a good move.
That's a great move.
Strong move to the basket. Collins.
Sandy gets it out to Rubino. Now back under to Waddle. Waddle can't handle it, and it's now Inglemoor's ball.
Waddle had the ball under the basket. You got to shoot those.
3-pointer. No.
I think she was on the line.
And Glacier Peak is going to get a hold on Waddle. Elise. Waldall, her first. But again, that sends him to the free throw line. Lacanol comes back. Caitlin does. Dulcie sits.
She'll get a 1-and-1 here.
Kobe 4 for 4 from the line. Make that 5 for 5.
No, she's missed a couple.
She missed?
She's missed 2.
Oh, boy. I'm watching
Ron,
the game.
what's going on? Is it too early for you?
I'm watching the game. I can't be putting the missed shots down.
Prime time, baby.
Hey, like I always say, it's unofficial scoring with us.
I'll tell you, Jackson, on the side we're positioned, it is filling up. 47-39. Stay tuned. Right after this, at 7:15, we have the 4A boys semifinal. Glacier Peak also.
Got it.
She hits 2.
Brings it to a 7-point lead.
They will take on the Spartans from Skyline. Collins having a tremendous game. We'll have our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game, and Collins making a bid for a T-shirt.
I think she's got one before.
Sandy dumps
Nice.
it down.
Whoa.
Rubino finishes.
Nice pass. That was a D1 pass right there.
Big time. Bright lights.
And a bounce pass at that.
Exactly.
9 points. Timeout on the court. We'll take one, too.
By 9, you don't need to bring her back in with 3 minutes, but
We're just discussing, it's the voice of Timothy B. Boyle. Glacier Peak held on, a 9-point lead here, 5:07 left. Maya Erling, their leading scorer, like almost rebound every stat. She gets her 4th foul with 1:34 left in the 3rd quarter.
And she's back in now.
And she's
back in now.
We were
Wow.
prognosticating the Swami does it again.
no, I think I was a little off on that one. I thought they'd wait another minute or so.
Lucy Young trying to take her team to the 4A championship here.
Almost a turnover.
Eight, 7 on the
Left her
shot clock.
open.
Zorich inside for the
man.
deuce.
Pure. Nice jumper from the top of the key.
Just as I said, she has been a little quiet. She is scoring mightily.
Brings it back to a 7-point game.
10 points now for Zorich. Backdoor Sandy loses it.
Oh, and it's blocked clean.
Picked, and Zorich now has trouble trying to get it out of the backcourt. Here comes Lacanol.
Lacanol's
Chance to bring it to 5 or 4.
Set up. Howler gets it now. Lacanol with the pick. 9 on the shot clock. Zorich. Tough pass to Young.
Oh,
3-2. Air ball.
That kind of forced up a shot there. I think she thought she had less time than she really had.
Probably hauling at her from the sidelines over there.
Every possession's going to be ginormous here.
Yeah, for Inglemoor, that was a good possession here to make it tight and put the pressure back on the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies need to make this possession a scoring opportunity.
Smith thinks about it, now gets back out.
Smith wanted that back.
7 on the shot clock. Collins slices, dices Rubino with another big rebound, goes
They
back
gotta-
up, and they call Howler.
Nice rebound for Rubino.
Good eyes, Scott. That's 4th on Holler, I think.
I think it is.
Fouls called on Inglemoor's Abby Howler.
It is
Her 4th
her 4th, and now that sends Glacier Peak as a 7th foul for the Vikings.
I leave her out there.
And
Oh, yeah.
Rubino
Nope.
not getting the first.
Yeah, why take her out with three something and 3 and change when you're down by 7 points?
Yeah, they got enough depth. They can leave her in there.
It's the second.
Makes it an 8-point game.
Young pushes it to Reed.
Thinking
Zorich.
about the 3.
The pick, the roll, good defense there. Sandy switches out. Now it's broken up. Here comes Collins. Rubino
No!
through the wickets, and it's going to go Inglemoor basketball.
Lost opportunity there.
Even, back-to-back turnover, so.
Leah should have taken that one to the hole.
3:05 left to go.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll take one, too. Come on back.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
The Tunes, the Glacier Peak Grizzly band here, making the 5-minute drive over to Jackson High School. Always good to have a band at high school basketball. Here's Lucy Young. She's trying to get something going. Needing some music. Isabella Reed.
They're going to need to try to score fast.
Howler. Ball tips and it falls into Malia Smith's hands.
Didn't look down. She has Sandy wide open down there.
She was just trying not to lose it.
And she did that too.
8 points. GP been leading most of the way, been hanging on.
GP's going to want to burn some clock here as much as possible.
Coach Hill's calling the time shots.
6 on the shot clock. Erling.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, tightened it up a bit.
Yeah.
Call that on the
They weren't calling that in the first half, I'll tell you.
That's
going on.
That's Caitlin Lackinoll.
That's her first foul of the night, and she's been playing all night. Playing aggressively all night.
Sends
and
Erling
only one
to the
foul.
line.
Good for her.
Erling hits it. She had some big free throws to seal the win over Issaquah Saturday, 53-51.
Is that her first trip to the line?
It is.
Oh, got that right.
And she gets them both, and that's clutch. Brings it to a 10-point lead with just over 2 minutes.
13 points for Maya Erling. Lucy Young. 13 points for her as well. Can she make it 16?
Oh.
No, and Lucy Young, her legs look like
they got somebody.
Tired.
I think it's going to go on Reed, maybe.
Or did they?
They're discussing it.
They're going to the line.
15.
That is on Reed, her third. And we're in.
And single bonus, 1-1. Erling going to get a chance for two more here, possibly.
This is the easy way to score when you go to the line.
2:08 left to go. Reminder, we'll have a Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game interview right after this one.
Gonna have to work hard to figure out who that's gonna be.
It's tight right now.
Erling, she is just money from the line.
Big time second half for Maya Erling.
Look for some threes here.
Isabella gets it back out. Howler looking for somebody. Lackinoll. Caitlin now trying to get back to Howler. Howler, she's doubled and she's fouled. And that might go on Erling.
Yeah, I think
it's going to go
on Rubino.
And that is Maya Erling, and she is going to retire for this game. And she is frustrated as she walks off the court.
Now, she did hit some clutch free throws down the stretch, though. Hit all 4 of them. So that did her part.
15 points. Again, 4 for 4 from the stripe to close that out here. It's 54-42 with 1:50 left. Howler at the line. Howler hits it.
Brings it to 9. Yeah, late fourth quarter free throws. Clutch.
So looking at the bracket with 1:50 left, Glacier Peak will, if they survive. She misses that. Rubino
Nice
with another
rebound.
big rebound.
They're trying to double up Aaliyah. They're not going to get a chance at that.
Collins gets it now to Waddall. Back out. So Glacier Peak, if they move on here, they're going to play Friday night at Everett Community College
They're going to run clock here.
for this championship. Waddall,
Oh!
long three.
And one?
There was
No.
a whistle before.
They're going to call it off.
What are they saying here?
Before she shot, we're getting
Jeremy's going
My
to talk
best-
to Raj there.
It should be
Lip reading.
good. It should be a 3 plus a foul.
as this is deja vu from Saturday, as Malia Smith got called off on a big three, and that's when Brian Hill, head coach for Glacier Peak, got his technical. Black
No
three.
shot. I don't
hold,
get that one.
No shot.
That happened. I don't understand that one.
He called a hold before the shot went off down on the baseline down there. So
it'll send Shea Sandy to the line.
It was almost a 4-point play there.
Second foul on Young, but they're in the double bonus now. 10 points for Shea, 13 points for Lucy. I'm sorry, Sandy.
only
Defensive specialist.
Got the second
She
one.
got that one.
that might make a difference too.
It's going to bring it to a 12-point game.
Caitlin looking. They've got to hurry. Only 1:17 left. Can't take a ton of time off the clock.
Oh,
Lacanel spins one up.
oh there goes Aaliyah.
Collins!
Look how fast she is. She's almost
Got
too
it.
fast for her own body.
A minute 2 left to go here.
14 for Aaliyah Collins. Deep three, Howard.
No
Front
good.
rim.
Rabina, or no, Sandy with the rebound.
51 seconds.
Oh, they fouled her.
So Glacier Peak moving on Friday night at Everett Community College to play for the championship. That's going to be at 5:30.
What's that?
And Inglemoor
Probably get to see Woodinville maybe.
that Woodinville for Glacier Peak. Then Inglemoor Thursday night back here at Jackson as Leah Smith hits the two, or hits the free throw. And she will play the winner of either Mount Sinai and Lake Stevens, which is going on tonight at Juanita High School. Oh,
He screwed it up.
Smith hits both of those.
There we go.
Yeah, now we're back. So we're going to go with Aaliyah for Clea.
Aaliyah Collins, 14 points. And just some, I don't even know how many steals she had.
Yeah,
she had
I
3
think
or
you
4.
got to go Aaliyah Collins.
She was the spark plug. She was
Rubino's
the
right
engine.
there with some huge rebounds for Rubino.
Yep. Smith now going to foul.
It's their only chances to foul, but that with this much of a lead, I don't think it's going to make any difference how they do it. They could miss them all. And it's gonna
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
matter.
right. And it's 16-point game here.
Yeah, the West King tournament here. Glacier Peak, the #1 seed. Inglemoor, the #2 seed on this side of the bracket.
But boy, I'll tell you what. How about a collision course that Woodinville and Glacier Peak been on for a little bit here?
That would be
It was
interesting.
bound to happen,
It
wasn't
was. That's a good preview. Smith hits both. Glacier Peak has been outstanding from the free throw line tonight.
It's hard to believe this game is as far ahead. Glacier Peak's as far ahead as they are because it was a lot closer until just the last 30 seconds.
It was close the whole game.
There's a quick foul on Caitlin Lacanol with
gonna be her
27.1.
I think Lucy's trying to foul out.
It's going to send Smith back to the line. Not the person you want to foul necessarily. Good chance she's going to make both of them every time.
Well, 5 new players going to come
They're
in for
gonna
GP here for
Send
20
them
cents.
all.
There's like 7 players just came off the bench.
They need air traffic
I'm not
control.
sure
I don't
how
know
many-
that they know
5.
who's coming in and out.
They're all 5 coming in.
But one's at the free throw line.
Well,
Smith.
they'll let him in after she makes this.
5 for 5.
Smith taking advantage of the charity stripe there.
14 points.
She says, you can put
For
me here
Smith.
all night long.
2 big threes against Issaquah.
She needs to make this in order to get out of the game right now.
All she's done threes and
Got it.
free throws. There you go.
63-45. Just like that, it's an 18-point game.
Unbelievable.
Now, in fairness to Inglemoor, this game was pretty close most of the way. I mean, it
No
kind of
doubt.
gets out of hand when you have to start fouling, but it definitely doesn't feel like it was an 18-point game.
We'll have Aaliyah Collins as our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game interview right after, and then we'll take a quick break as Howler for 3.
Oh,
and a big rebound. Let's give credit.
Wow.
Zoe
She got-
Macris in the game, and she
got
goes down
decked
hard.
from behind.
Welcome to the playoffs.
Welcome to varsity basketball.
They could have got a flagrant on that one. That was kind of a tough little shove there.
That was not necessary, but just accidental, I think.
4th on Reed.
Accidental. I don't know about accidental.
Zoe Macris, the 5'10 junior, gets up there, and she just off to the right a
It's
little
hard
bit.
to come right in off
Oh,
the bench
yeah.
and then go to the free throw line. Your blood isn't moving yet.
Got
We'll give her a
13.
pass.
Rook still in. Kalani, the freshman, in. Macris misses a couple. Closing seconds. Back up. Zorich not there. And
They don't
good
need to
rebound
foul her.
by Hill. Sydney Hill getting in. And that'll do it.
The refs kind of let that last few seconds go.
He did.
The final 63-45. Glacier Peak moving on the championship. And Inglemoor still has a shot. They're definitely
They can come through
gonna
the
go
back
to state,
door.
absolutely.
And they were good at going to the back door tonight.
We'll take a quick pause. We'll be back with Aaliyah Collins, our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Way to go, girl.
Back here, Jackson High School, Glacier Peak moving on 63-45. Our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. I know this is a spot that is familiar to you, Miss Collins.
I mean, kind of.
Well,
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the win. Now, Saturday, you guys had a tough game, Issaquah. You had 7 points in the first half. You just couldn't find the ball. It was one of those nights. You did everything else. Tonight, you came out ablazing, and you had 14. And your steals, the defense, talk about tonight's game.
Honestly, I've been preparing for it since Saturday's game. Like, I wanted to come back and redeem myself, so I've been really ready for this, and I wanted to come out with a bang. And I wanted, of course, our team to win so that we can get closer into qualifying for state. But it's just a huge goal, and I just really wanted to work hard for it.
Now you had some steals there, and I gotta. So you get down the court so fast. Sometimes it seems like you can't even keep up with your own body because all of a sudden the rim is right there, and you gotta get rid of it.
Yeah.
Is that how it kind of seems?
Sometimes, yeah.
No one seems to be able to keep up with you when you get a steal. You're just gone.
And speaking of speed, I want to know what's going through your mind. When you see teams, and we saw this Saturday, and we've seen it through the year, when teams try to press you, what's going through your head?
I actually like it when they press us. It's like, go ahead, press us. And if they double team on me, then there's always going to be an open player. We always want them to press us.
Well, Leah, it looked pretty physical out there early on, and you drove to the basket several times and got bumped around a little bit, but didn't get called any fouls. Did you think you got fouled a lot or not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some of them were little fouls, but others were bodied. But I don't really complain about that. As long as I kept making more than the ones I didn't. So.
Did it seem like they were? Did they seem like they were letting you play for the first 3 quarters? It looked like there was a lot of bumping going on and no whistles.
Yeah, it was kind of fair both ways. So
yeah, it seemed like it was fair.
Talk about what does it mean when Maya Erling, again, you guys can hit you from so many places. When a minute 34 left in the third, she goes out with her 4th foul. Then all of a sudden, I know you're not a senior, but it feels like you're a senior because you've been starting since a freshman. What did you guys talk about it? Tell them what the thoughts were and the kids out on the floor.
Well, obviously, like, Mai was struggling a little bit sometimes, but when we were in the huddles, we were just talking, like, we would like to make it up for her and not to lose our heads completely because, I mean, we're still a good team together, so we want to make it up for her and work hard and not get scared that we have, like, one missing player.
Absolutely. This is the part of the program you know very well. You know exactly what to do. You're heading to the championship for districts Friday night.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Collins, our adrenaline fundraising player of the game. Congratulations, Aaliyah.
Well done, Aaliyah.
All right, for Ron the Wedge Henthorn, Timothy B. Boyle, Todd Elvig, our executive 5-tool player. Scott Oshman saying so long. Get ready for boys 4A Wesco Kingco Championship, but the girls, Glacier Peak wins 63-45 over Inglemoor.